In the last session, we have discussed about the qualifier annotation. Okay, so what we have discussed, the qualifier annotation is the one which will be taking a type of a bean. Okay, bean type it will take and it will make a call to that. It will make a call to that bean and it will inject those bean details only. Okay, so here, for example, in employee configuration, what we have did it, we have given the Sachin as a bean name, and we will be like we have multiple beans and we have a bean name called Sachin. What we are doing is we are interested in Sachin related details, right? We are like giving the in a qualifier we are giving the bean name as Sachin, so that whenever the organization is like trying to fetch the employee details, it will always fetch the it will always fetch the Sachin related details. Sachin related details. So this is only happen in the standalone applications. As we are developing only standalone applications, we have to give something like this. So when we are like introducing the database, like when we are like working with the Spring Data JPA, we don't need to configure things. Statically. You don't need to configure things. We'll be storing all the employee related information in the employee table. We'll be reading from the database, and we will be giving to the organization controller. Okay. So that's all. So let's start the new, let's discuss the new annotation at primary. So at primary annotation, it is similar to the qualifier. It is similar to the qualifier, but there is a difference between the qualifier and the at primary annotation. So qualifier will be, in using the qualifier, we will be mentioning the bean name. So which bean you want to fetch it from the you want to fetch which bean you want to fetch it from the employee configuration. So you can just give the bean name over here. When it comes to the primary, you don't need to do anything. You just have to mention here. You don't need to give the bean name and all. You don't need to give the bean name and all. Directly come over here and directly mention primary in any one of the bean. In any one of the method which is returning the same type. Okay, for example, let's say that I can say something like this: whenever I am, injecting whenever the organization will be calling the employee details or trying to fetch the employee details, I'll always give this employee related details. Okay, that is the use of primary. Primary in the sense it will be giving the highest priority to this. Okay, so no matter how many beans you might be creating it will be it will be giving the priority to the method which is annotated with the at primary. Cool. So now what I'll do is I'll go to the organization controller. Okay, so here I'll remove this primary. Okay, here I'll remove this primary. Now let me run the same application. Okay, let me run the application and let me test using the Postman. I think the application is running. Okay, now let me test with Postman. So let's send the request. Should get the response. Yeah, you're getting right. You're getting the employee details. Employee one, employee ID is one, name is Sajjad, salary is so on so. Okay. So how we are getting it? Here we have mentioned by default, we have mentioned that by default, I want to fetch only these employee details. Okay. So if you put primary at the employee at the other method as well, so the same exception it will throw, which we used to get it. Okay. So let's see what exception it is throwing over here. See here, it is saying that no qualifying bean type of employee available, more than one primary bean found. So it is saying more than one primary bean found among the get employee one method. Okay, so you can't declare primary. You can't declare primary for both the methods which are returning the same type. Same type. Fine. So now you can remove any one type any one, you can remove the primary annotation on any one method and you can start working. Okay. So let me say, for example, now last time we have used this one, right? We have commented at primary at the get employee. Now we will be adding the primary at get employee one. So now this time, let me run this application. Now you should be getting the Sachin related employee details. See here, organization name, headquarters EC, contact number, employee details, employee D2, Sachin, and salary. So these are the this is the way to fetch the employee details based on the using the add primary annotation. So yeah. So when to use what? So if you like, if there is a requirement you want to always fetch the details, okay, always fetch the same details. You are expecting the default response every time. So you should use primary. Otherwise, you should be using the bean names. Okay. Yeah. That's all about the primary annotation. Okay, we will be learning about the Lombok in the next lecture. Mm, I'll do one thing. I'll